For the next CEO, Microsoft faces some big challenges, and here to discuss them and who might best tackle them is Bill George. He's the former CEO of Medtronic and a professor of management at Harvard's Business School. Professor, welcome back. Good as always, Bill, to see you. So how big a fix is required at Microsoft, and what's the first thing the new CEO needs to do there?
Well, Tyler, I think it's substantial. Steve has been there 14 years. I think it's timely that he move on. Maybe it could have happened a little bit sooner. It's the end of an era, clearly, and it'd be the first person really from the outside. I think it is time to go outside. I don't think the internal candidates are going to be selected. And I think the first thing they need to do is take a complete look at the enterprise, decide are they going to be in enterprise software, are they going to be in consumer and mobile. I would personally think they have to be a very broadly based company and really get into the game. They've missed out on so much of the game, so many opportunities, Tyler, and I think they need someone who's a visionary, can lead them where they want to go and where they need to go to be a full-up competitor in this business. Otherwise, with Windows and Office, that business could be at risk in the future, just like IBM's business was 20 years ago.
So you say that the next CEO should be a visionary, Bill. What do you think of Alan Mulally of Ford? Is he the right man for the job? And I'm sure you have your own short list of candidates. Who do you think should be the next CEO?
Well, first of all, I had my short list. My first choice was Sheryl Sandberg, and second choice was John Donahoe of eBay. It doesn't sound like it's going that way. I thought Sheryl would be terrific. I think Alan is arguably the best CEO in the United States today. What he's done at Ford is amazing. The job is not done. I hate to see him leave Ford, but he does live in Seattle. And I don't like the idea that some pundits have said he's going to be a caretaker CEO. They don't need that. They need someone to be there, and I hope that the board and Alan will make a commitment to do this for the long term. It's a long-term transformation. But I think Alan can do it. He is a visionary. He's a great team leader, and he will use his technical team very, very well. He's not so arrogant to think he knows all the answers. And so I think he would be a fantastic leader and probably would have Bill's confidence. I think Bill will probably be more involved going forward, and I think the leader needs to have that level of confidence and to bring people together. It's way too political in the same way Ford was when Alan went in, and I think Alan won't tolerate that, and he will get the team together. He'll get the right people on the bus, so to speak, and people that aren't will fade away. And
you're talking, Bill, as though Mulally has the job. Would it shock you if he doesn't get it? I mean, you made the point very early on. First thing you said was it needs to be an outsider. They've had only two leaders in their whole lifetime, and both were really there at the inception of the company.
Yeah, and frankly, Tyler, if you want to do a transformation, you need to go to the outside. I'm a great believer in the inside. I'm disappointed there are no inside candidates. I think shame on the whole team there for not grooming people. Elop is kind of an inside-outsider, but I'm not sure whether he can pull it off. I would say Mulally has the strength to pull it off in spite of not being a techie and having to pair up with techies. That's why I think Bill would probably be more involved in some of the visionary work. No, he doesn't have the job for sure, but he hadn't turned it down yet either.
Real quickly, we just have half a minute left. Look forward like 5, 10 years. What will Microsoft be like in your crystal ball?
Well, they'll either be an enterprise company that's just focusing on the business, B2B, and they'll be in a state of decline, or they'll be a very innovative company that's going after all aspects, everything they've missed, and trying to get in the game with Apple and Google into the device game, and particularly into the mobile game as well. They've got to be there, and they've got to put their stamp on it. They've got to get innovative. They've got to get ahead of the game. They always come in right now a day late and a dollar short, and that's not good, like they did with Bing and some of these other things. And I think they've got to move forward aggressively and turn their talent loose on where they need to go. And so I'm hopeful this will be a major transformation for the good, because they're a great American enterprise, and we need them to do well globally.
Right. Bill George, thank you very much. Always great to see you. Bill is a former CEO of Medtronic and a professor at Harvard's Business School.